My peoples, my peoples. Today is a very interesting day of boxing here in the Dominican Republic. And I'm excited to bring it to you guys. Salute Young Guns in the building, JJ Zendejas, my brother. You know what it is? Um, so I'm doing this live to give you guys a quick update. There's gonna be a card where many young fighters, will participate. This card right here, right? This card is taking place in San Cristobal, here in the Dominican Republic. And I happen to know two of the young fighters who will be there. Ernest Morales, saludos from Rochester. Salute, my brother. The Hydro Grind in the building. So, my peoples, I know two fighters who will be there. Let me start off with Mrs. Miguelina Hernandez. My peoples, this young lady was with the national boxing team here in the Dominican Republic. Won a bunch of tournaments, had an amazing amateur career, and I think she only has one fight as a professional. She'll be making her second fight. And the reason I'm showing you these guys, my peoples, is because I'm telling you they're gonna be some of the future faces of boxing here in the Dominican Republic. These are gonna be some of the fighters that in the future, I promise you, you'll see them challenging for titles. That's Miguelina Hernandez. And then right here, you're looking at, hold on one second, because I want to tell you a little bit about what he's done in amateur boxing. So you're looking at Carlos Reyes, right? As an amateur boxer in the military championships, he got a silver medal and then he got a gold medal. So he's a military championship champion, right? And in the national championships, he won 1 silver and 3 gold. So as an amateur, he's a 3-time national champion. And he turned professional a few months back. Obviously, he won his debut, and his second fight is going to be today. This young man is going to be a champion, my peoples. Remember the name. You'll say one day, you say, oh, man, Jay told me about this guy. Okay? Now, why am I bringing both Miguelina Hernandez and Carlos Reyes up to you guys? Well, today, not only are they going to fight, but I'm going to be at the event. And guess what, my peoples? Y'all know Jay Smith always come through with the full access. So I'm going to get together with Carlos and I'm also see Miguelina before they fight. I'm going to talk to them. We're going to take some pictures. We're going to do some videos. And we're going to see them getting ready to fight, getting their hands wrapped, getting warmed up. And then they're going to step in the ring and do what they do. So you guys will get it behind the scenes. You'll get it live. And I'm telling you, Carlos Reyes and Miguelina Hernandez, they're special young fighters representing the Dominican Republic. And you don't know them today, but trust me, you will know them. You will see these young lions challenging for titles in the future because they're that good. They're that type of talent. And all it takes is for you to see one fight. If you see her fight, if you see Miguelina fighting, if you see Carlos fighting, you're going to say, oh, yeah, they special. They special. They special talent. But this is a new series, my people, that I'm starting, and I hope you guys get to enjoy it. It's called Before the Fame, because I am going to be showing you young talent coming up that, based off of my knowledge, based off of my experience, I'm telling you, these young guns are going to be it going forward. You're looking at the next Carlos Adames, the next Alberto Puello, the next the next big dogs here in the Dominican Republic. That's what you're looking at. And this is two of them. So I will keep showing you guys young fighters from the Dominican Republic that you will see in the future, and you say, wow, we got to see them ahead of time. We got the exclusive take on them. JJ's in the house. Everyone, don't be a duck or a ghost watcher. Hit that like button. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate it, my brother. Takes a half a second to double tap. Pop, pop. Yeah. Christopher, what's up, my G? Salute, my brother. So I'm letting everybody know, man, today at around 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, I am going to be in San Cristobal, Dominican Republic. Two young, hungry lions, will be in the ring tonight. And you're going to see something special. Like I told you, the reason this series is named Before the Fame is because I predict that these young lions will be famous. And I'm trying to bring it to you so that you have that, not just the behind the scenes, but before everybody else know. You're in the know about these young lions. Special. That's what I could tell you. Tonight you're gonna see some young talent. And it's like I said, my peoples, I'm gonna be behind the scenes exclusive. So I'm gonna meet up with both of them before they actually climb the ring. And I'm gonna, ask them some questions about their training camp, about the process before tonight, the preparation, stuff that you want to know about the fighters, what they go through that process, because it's not just about tonight and what they're gonna do tonight. It's about what they've been through to get here, and we get to hear it from the fighters. And like I said, man, you want to remember those names. Miguelina Hernandez, young lady, she's gonna fight tonight. And of course, Carlos Reyes. Future champions, my people. I'm trying to tell you. Just Business in the building. Chicago's in the building. Chi-Town. Chi-Town. Yeah. Who want this uppercut? Ugh. The Hydro Grind. Putting that fight on the Dominican athletes. I love that. My brother, you're going to see it. You're going to see Before the Fame is specifically focused on young fighters here in the Dominican Republic that I'm predicting they will be stars. I'm predicting, a few years from now, you're going to see them on TV. You're going to see them accomplishing. You're going to see them do big things. So you already know, man. Carlos Reyes and Miguelina Hernandez. They both fighting tonight, and I'm going to be there. And I'm going to be bringing you the action live, my peoples. Young Guns, is Danny Garcia going in the Hall of Fame? Yes, Danny Garcia is going in the Hall of Fame. See, anybody who says that he's not going in is going to focus on the last part of his career, on the times that he lost and on the fighters that he didn't beat. That's how it always happens. But that's not what the Hall of Fame is about. The Hall of Fame is about your accomplishment. Did you accomplish? And of course, Danny Garcia did enough to get in. Yes, the answer is yes. Just Business, best page on YouTube. John, and John, you in here? I haven't seen John yet. I haven't seen him yet. My peoples, I'm super excited about tonight. And look, this is what people get when they're subscribed to Box Center, right? So right now, I'm relatively unknown. So you guys are getting, literally exclusive content. And you guys get to see these young fighters who will make a name for themselves, I promise you. But in November, I'm going to be at the national tournament, the national championships, and you're going to see some of the best amateurs in the country. Some of the very best competing, at the highest level in the amateur game. So I'm bringing you guys professional boxing, amateur boxing, and of course, you guys know what it is with Boxing for Breakfast, man. We taking over. Young Guns, I don't want to change topics, Jay Smith, but I hope you give us a take on Layla Ali and Clarissa Beef. I'll be happy to give you that, my guy, of course. Young Guns, enjoying the boxing experience tonight, man. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna be a fish in water. Young Guns Box Center doesn't just talk about it; it be about it. That's what I'm saying, my peoples. Is one thing just sitting there watching TV and talking. We on it. We on it. We bringing you this boxing stuff. JJ's in there. Jay Smith. I like to see these young fighters as a sports better. You see, you get to have a little inside track on them. You're like, oh, okay, I know. You know who they are, and down the line they get a fight, and you're like, yeah, I know what they're gonna do. I got my money on them. Eye for eye. What's good, bro? What's the topic? So I am going to give my opinion on Layla Ali and Clarissa Shields beef, but right now the main topic of conversation is two young fighters out of the Dominican Republic who will be fighting tonight. Carlos Reyes won a military games championships here in the Dominican Republic, and he's a three-time national champion, gold medalist. He also won a silver medal in the national and a silver medal in the military games. So he had an outstanding amateur career. Turned professional recently, is 1-0. So tonight is going to be his second fight. And then we have Miguelina Hernandez. Also won a bunch of tournaments in the amateur, great amateur career. Turned professional recently, only has one pro fight. Second time in the ring will be tonight. So your boy Jay Smith is going to be in San Cristobal. I'm going to be giving you guys all access, exclusive access. You're going to see behind the scenes. You're going to see the fighters arriving at the venue, preparing, warming up, and ultimately their fights. So I'm going to be bringing you a bunch of content tonight live. You guys will get to see young fighters that will be, some of the faces of Dominican boxing. They will be running the show. They will be some of the guys that you'll see running things. JJ's in the house. So I can make a better choice. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. You already have an inside track on them. The Hydro Grind. How big is the arena tonight? Is boxing getting more popular over there? It is. Honestly, I can't tell you how big the place is because I've never been there. This is going to be my first time. But I see some promoters that are working hard, that are, putting events together. Also, I see that the same promoter who signed, let me see, I don't think Miguelina, but the same promoter who signed Carlos Reyes also signed Junior, damn, my boy's last name, I can't believe it. But Junior is our Olympic silver medalist. So Carlos Reyes is signed with the same promoter who recently signed our 2024 Olympic silver medalist, Junior Alcantara. So as a matter of fact, Junior Alcantara was present with Carlos Reyes in his pro debut. Right? They're really close. So again, my peoples, you're looking at very talented young fighters representing the Dominican Republic. They're going to make a name for themselves. They're going to make a name for themselves. So if you really want to know about future world champions, if you really want to know about somebody who's going to make a name for themselves, that right there, my peoples, Miguelina Hernandez, remember her name. Tonight is only her second fight. I'm going to be bringing it to you live. I'm going to be hanging out with Miguelina Hernandez moments before she step in the ring, so you get to see her warming up. You get to see her getting her gloves put on. And the same thing, my peoples, with my boy Carlos Reyes. Ooh. Like I said, man, Carlos Reyes is a three-time national champion, military championship champion. This kid is not a game. He's going to, like I told you guys, if you see him or her on Before the Fame, that means that they're going to be famous. And they're going to be kind of a big deal at some point. So stay tuned. Stay tuned, my peoples. Eye for eye. Them diamonds in the rough. I mentioned in the last video. That's what I'm talking about. It's young lions who haven't had that exposure. So they're quietly winning, putting the beats on people, but they not known like that. Well, guess what? We're gonna make them know like that. People gonna find out. People will find out. Especially after the performance that you're going to see tonight. They're both special, you know, but if you haven't seen somebody in the ring, you don't know that they're special. You just know that, okay, they're talking about them. Right now, look, right now, to you guys, Miguelina Hernandez and Carlos Reyes are just two boxers that Jay Smith is telling you about. Now, if you know me really good or if you've been subscribed to the channel long enough, you're already going to take them serious because you know I don't cap. You guys know that when I tell you something, it is something. And Miguelina Hernandez and Carlos Reyes, they for real, my peoples. We're gonna get some sweet boxing tonight. And by the way, these are two of the young fighters that'll be in the ring tonight. But yo, it's gonna be a real good card, my peoples. Look. It's gonna be a real good card tonight. As a matter of fact, Christian Pinales. That's him right there at the top. The one that's the highest at the top in the image, him. Christian Pinales is our Olympic bronze medalist from 2024. He's going to be fighting tonight. His second fight as well. Second fight as a professional. Bro, he's going to be a world champion. I'm showing you guys a world champion before most people even know him. You see, that's the thing. That's the thing that people don't realize. Jay Stradamus is in a unique position to tell you about young, hungry lions, young bulls that's going to be world champion years down the line before most people even know who they are. Most people don't know them. Most people can't tell you. So stay tuned. You're going to get to see some special talent tonight. Special. Ready. I'm ready. I am ready, my peoples. The Hydro Grind. Be careful with the background music at the event. Can't wait to tune in tonight. What time? So I think that I will start the live at around 5:30. 5:30 to 6. I'm not sure. Right around there. I'm going to get... That's the thing, guys, why I want you to tune in early. Don't wait all the way for the fights to tune into the live. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to meet up with Carlos Reyes before he arrived at the ring. Before he arrived at the venue. I'm going to meet up with him first. So, you know, we're going to talk boxing for a little bit. I'm going to ask him a few questions. I may even ride with him to the venue and arrive and capture the arrival. So it's going to be super interesting. You know, I'm not just going to bring you guys the fights. I'm going to bring you the arrival, the preparation, them getting their hands wrapped, warming up for the fight backstage. It's all access. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm not just going to wait for the fight to go live. John Parham is in the building, my people. Salute, my brother. Bam. Yes, sir. JJ's in the house. Sound like he has lots of discipline. My brother, I'm telling you. That's why you guys know. Think about this. My favorite fighters, you guys know, is Shakur Stevenson, Terrence Crawford, Tank Davis, Canelo Alvarez. All these guys are my favorite fighters. Even though people think I hate on Tank because he ducked Shakur and I call him out for it. But Tank is one of my favorite fighters too. So if I'm telling you, Carlos Reyes and Miguelina Hernandez, they for real, you think I'm going to just be showing you a couple of goofballs? Nah, my peoples. I'm showing you some fighters that you're gonna see a few years down the line fighting for titles and winning titles and defending titles. Unifying and accomplishing. Yo, Miguelina Hernandez and Carlos Reyes, they're going to accomplish as professional boxers. So if if you're everybody doesn't want to see early on, some people just want to tune in after they become world champions, and that's cool. But if you enjoy watching the whole process as it takes place, this is the perfect time. Enjoy the show, my peoples. Eye for eye. How this beef with the ladies started. With the GOAT. Let me get to that, my brother. Let me get to that. Let me get to that real quick. Because I've had a few people asking me about that beef between Clarissa Shields. Hold on one second. Let me get to that real quick. I've been asked about the beef. And hold on one second. Hold on, my peoples, because wow. Hold on, my peoples, I got you. So, we get into the beef with the ladies, my peoples. Now, Clarissa Shields, you know that she's a fighter who she's gonna say what she gotta say. She's gonna express herself. And because of that, some people are not gonna like her, some people are gonna beef for her, and then when fighters talk about her, she's never gonna back down. So look at the whole situation with Clarissa Shields and Tank Davis. Real quick. Let me go to that. Tank Davis been talking crazy about her on social media, and she just been returning the energy. The only difference is that when she be saying, it hurt because it's true. If she's saying he's scary, he don't want to fight these guys, and he responds with, "Oh, you're feeding my ego. I got money. I'm getting money." Nah, that hurt. That's actually the opposite. That hurt. When somebody call you scary, we men. Probably everybody in the chat right now is a man. We don't like to be called scary. We could play dumb, and I like, yeah, I don't mind. You feeding my ego. But nah, no man want to be called scary. So they going back and forth, and there's going to be that tension because you got to understand, Clarissa Shields, she's cool. She's close with Terrence Crawford. She's close with Shakur Stevenson. She's close with Floyd Mayweather. And these are three people who don't F with Tank Davis. So it's like she's on one side and Tank Davis is trying to beef with everybody who's on that side. Jay is in the house. I will be there, Jay Smith. I'm going to Reno today for boxing and football. Ooh, betting on putting on my Dodgers to win the World Series. Nice weekend. Ooh, that's a nice week. That's a nice sporting weekend. You're getting baseball. You're getting boxing. Come on now. It don't get no better. JJ's in the house. Hello, John. Nice to see you. I guess you've been very busy. John Parham is in the building today, though, my peoples. But don't let it slip past you. Don't let it slip past you, my peoples. Carlos Reyes had an amazing amateur boxing career. He won the military championships. He's the champion of that. He also won 3 national championships here in the Dominican Republic. Made his pro debut a few months ago. And tonight, you're going to see a special fighter. I'm going to be linking up with Carlos Reyes before the fight. We're going to talk boxing a little bit. And then we're going to watch him do what he does. We're going to watch the show. And the same thing, my peoples, with Miguelina Hernandez. An amazing amateur career, turned pro recently, has one fight in the books. Tonight, she's going to go out there and look special, like she always does. Young Guns, I would if you can go into Army to be a boxer. JJ Sinez, 12 people in the building and only 8 likes. Hit the like button, everyone. Stop the ducking. Bam, bam, stop the ducking, my peoples. You know the type of action that I'm going to be bringing y'all tonight? You know the type of live. Like I said, my peoples, I'm not just going to show you the fight. It's not just a fight. I'm going to be there backstage. I'm going to be there behind the scenes, showing you the preparation, talking to the fighters, talking to the coaches. I'm going to be bringing you a live that if you're into boxing like I'm into boxing, ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. By the way, my peoples, if you didn't tune in last Friday, I was at the Olympic Village with the Dominican boxing team, and the action was swift. Swift. I was there, was able to capture all of it live, had a great time. Now I'm looking forward to these professional fights tonight. And by the way, my peoples, by the way, you see the fighter at the top in the middle, right there? That's Christian Pinales. He's our Olympic bronze medalist from 2024. Ooh, he's also fighting tonight. So I might have the opportunity to rock with him for a bit, talk to him before he hop in the ring. But I'm telling you. So the Hydro Grind, you asked me earlier, you know, what's going on with boxing in the Dominican Republic. This is a card that's coming up right now. And we're seeing it, man. We're seeing it. I see that there's people that realize the potential that there is here in the Dominican Republic, and they're investing, they're promoting, and this looks like it's going to be a great card of boxing. John Parham, at the end of the day, Clarissa just jealous. Lala's still fine. Oh yeah, my bad, yo, man. Listen, I spoke about Clarissa and Tank. I forgot Clarissa and Lala. So I'm gonna put y'all on. I'm going to clarify the Clarissa Shields and Layla Ali beef for you. NJ003, love from New Jersey. Salute, my brother. Appreciate you dropping in. I'm going to unpack the Layla Ali, Clarissa Shields beef for you guys. This is when it all started. It all started when Clarissa Shields first turned pro, and somebody asked Layla Ali, what do you think about this girl? Layla said, I don't really like her. I don't really think she's that good. Some people have compared her to me, but I don't see it. She's not really that good. I don't see much. She completely dismissed her. Completely. Now, taking into account that Clarissa Shields was an undefeated fighter, I think she was already a champion at the time, I would say that Layla Ali sounded jealous. You know why? Because I see that happen sometimes where a fighter that was really good, he's already out of the sport, and it look like they hate on somebody that's coming up. Because why would Layla Ali completely dismiss this girl who's an Olympic medalist, who's now accomplishing as a professional? Why would you say that she's not all that she's whack? And she's black like you. Like, why would you not support her? So the way Layla answered, to my understanding, because Clarissa Shields used to even say, this is my hero, I look up to her, blah, blah, blah. Or maybe not my hero, but I look up to her, something like that. So the first negative thing that I think happened between them two was that Layla Ali made a negative comment, like she felt like she wasn't all that. So after she made that comment, Clarissa Shields kept accomplishing, right? Kept winning titles, so on and so forth. So eventually, Clarissa Shields addressed it. She was like, I don't know why she did that. You know, I always show her respect. I always respected her. And when they asked about me, she said all this thing. I don't know what kind of way she feel about me. And then they asked her, would you fight? I will fight her. So now Layla Ali seems like she took that some kind of way. Like, why would you say you will fight me? She felt kind of insulted. And you know, as a fighter, and as a fighter who retired undefeated, as if someone who was a champion, of course she's gonna have that little bit inside her, like, damn man, I wish I could beat her ass and show her. But Father Time is undefeated, right? And 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 then they just started kind of going back and forth or being asked questions by different people, and they had to answer, and you can already see that there was tension there. But what took it to a next level? Easy. Somebody again, because they asked her a bunch of times, but somebody again asked Layla Ali if she would fight Clarissa Shields. And she said, you know what, for 5-10 million, I will fight her. Well, Clarissa Shields called her bluff. Well, like, oh, for 5-10 mils, you fight me? Salidas called her bluff. They got the check. And they was like, yo, Layla, what's up? We got your check right here. Let's get it. Let's do this. And what did Layla Ali do? Oh, well, you know, I have to think about it. I really have to think about it. And I'll let you guys know. And they kept pressing and pressing and pressing her. And then she came back and did another video like, guys, I know you want to know, but it's on my time. You know, things have to happen on my time. She started playing like the diva thing, like the I'm the star thing. And eventually, no, I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to do that. So you knew damn well you would have got your ass whooped. You knew damn well you would have never took that fight. So why cap like that? So Layla Ali got caught capping. And because of that, she now doesn't like Clarissa Shields even more. It's like, damn, why you got to call my bluff? You could have left it at that. But they call her bluff. So I think that's what it stems from. You know, Layla Ali being already the retired fighter, kind of hating on the young fighter coming up. But the young fighter coming up not wanting to show that respect anymore. Like, yo, I used to respect you, but you're going to hate on me. What's up? I'll fight you. And the thing is, let me show you something interesting. I think it was like 3 years ago that Layla Ali said she was willing to fight Clarissa Shields. And Clarissa reached out to her, and I guess she wanted like a guaranteed check or a guaranteed purse or something like that. And they didn't, I don't know what she wanted up front. But the point is that it could have happened because the business couldn't be made, according to Layla, right? According to what she wanted. But this time around, she specifically came out on camera saying, 5-10 mils, I'll fight her. They cut the check like, yo, we got a check for you. Let's do it. You know, she went from I'll fight her for this amount of money to, well, I got to think about it. Now that y'all say y'all got the money, let me think about it. And let me think about it some more, because things happen on my turn. You know, I'm the famous one. I'm the big deal here. And it's on my turn. And then eventually, I'm not going to fight. I really was capping when I said 5-10 million. I'm not going to fight. So I got mad love for Layla Ali. One of my favorite fighters. One of my favorite female fighters. And she was capping. She was capping. And I think she was right to be capping because of the age difference. I don't even think she should be fighting Clarissa Shields anyways. But if you know because of that age difference you can't be fighting her, don't be talking about you're going to take no 10 million to step in the ring with her. Come on, that's cap. She tried to cap and they call her bluff. There goes, I unpacked the Clarissa Shields, Layla Ali beef for you guys. Now, let's get back to the young bulls, my peoples. Let's get back to the young bulls. Carlos Reyes, Miguelina Hernandez. My peoples, it's going to be a great night of boxing here in the Dominican Republic. It's going to be action-packed. So, Like I said, man, the live is gonna start right around 5:30, 5:40-ish. And it's gonna be a good one, y'all. It's gonna be a good live. Y'all gonna enjoy this show. Eye for Eye all started over that GOAT title. I mean, but the thing is that Layla Ali never called herself the GOAT. The GOAT is a term that was coined by Clarissa Shields. Reyes and Miguelina, hit the like button, everyone, as you enter. And by the way, Eye for Eye, the GOAT, I don't think is what started it off, because I'm not sure if that interview with Layla Ali, where she kind of dismissed Clarissa Shields as somebody who wasn't all that, I don't think Clarissa was still using that GOAT at the time. I think at that time she was just going by T-Rex. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think she was just going by T-Rex. Jay said that sounds like you're going to have a good weekend too, Jay Smith. Oh, I'm going to enjoy it, my brother. Definitely going to enjoy it. Eye for eye. I know, but the world did Clarissa called herself the globe. The GOAT, I mean. I think you mean the GOAT. Well, if we look, because here's the deal. At the end of the day, greatest is a title that you can have your opinion on it. But if we look at accomplishments, Clarissa Shields is the most accomplished female fighter in the history of the sport of boxing. So rightfully so, she can have that title. The Hydro Grind, the GOAT is Katie Taylor. She could be a close second or third place. Eye for eye. She was calling herself T-Rex. Then she started calling herself the greatest of all time. Someone asked her about Layla. No, 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 no. I honestly, I don't think so. I don't think it was that. I don't think it was that. I think she started calling herself the GOAT when she started accomplishing more than everybody else. When she started being the more, because you have to understand, if I'm going to call myself the greatest, I have to be amongst the greatest in accomplishments. So she couldn't call herself the greatest when she was 4-0, for example. She had to wait to accomplish. So when she started getting those big accomplishments and surpassing everybody, she started calling herself the GOAT. Eye for eye, I agree. Clarissa is a monster. A monster murder mitten down. Listen, that's the thing about boxing, that we're always gonna formulate our own opinion based on our own criteria, but accomplishments are not up for debate, right? Clarissa Shields is more accomplished than Layla Ali. So Layla, as a fighter who retired undefeated, she wants to be known as the best. She wants to be known as the greatest. And then, with her father being widely recognized as the greatest of all time, she wants to be that too. So she doesn't like the fact that, damn, this girl come up and she's going to be known as better than me. She don't like it. She don't like it. And I'm telling you, from early on, I felt like Layla Ali was a Clarissa Shields hater. Because it seems like anytime before, I want you to think about this, eye for eye. It seems like, and I could be wrong, but it seems like anytime they asked Layla Ali questions about Clarissa Shields, she kind of didn't really have anything. Like, even if she has something positive to say, it was mostly negative. And it seems like it's always been that way. Like, she's good, but she doesn't really do this, or she's good, but there always seems to be a but. She don't never just give Clarissa Shields credit, and that's it. Eye for eye. Layla has to share the spotlight. Clarissa is in a chapter of her own. But that's the thing. And that has to happen, listen, not just with Layla. That has to happen with all fighters. Because if you're already retired and somebody's young, up and coming, you got to get out the way. It's their turn. That's it. You're out. What you got to do is support the young fighters coming up, not hate on them. But my peoples, there you have it. We addressed the Layla Ali, Clarissa Shields situation. But again, this night tonight, it's about Miguelina Hernandez and Carlos Reyes. They're going to be fighting tonight. Your boy Jay Smith is going to be at the venue, giving you guys that behind the scene footage, talking to the fighters, and enjoying the show. I'm definitely going to enjoy the show. So remember, this live tonight is going to kick off at around 5:30, 5:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't miss it, my peoples. You don't want to miss it. Y'all already know what it is, man. Salute to everybody who tuned in this morning. I hope you guys get to catch the show tonight because it's going to be fire. I'm always trying to bring you guys exclusive boxing content like nobody else can do it. I promise you. You already know what it is, man. Jay Smith, I'm signing off. I'm out of here, my peoples. This is Box Center, your favorite boxers, favorite boxing show. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And yo, by the way, to those of you who've been sharing the live, salute, man. I appreciate you. I see some of you sharing the live on Facebook, on IG, or wherever it is. I really appreciate that, man. We're getting known. People starting to get to see us. Starting to understand what's going on. Bam.